All right, let's try. This is going to be part 3. And I'm going to move to something else that you can use right away. And I'm going to call these movable chords. And what I mean by that is we're going to talk in a bit about something called the caged system. All right, and I'm going to give you a little preview of it. What I want to do is, what this stands for is this is the G chord, A chord, C chord, A chord, G chord, E chord, D chord. And what these means is these are the shapes. And I want you to be able to play every chord in every shape. So in other words, I want you to learn how to do the C in the C shape, do the C in the A shape, do the C in the G shape, the E in the C as an E shape and as a D shape. And it's a kind of a wheel that looks something like this. Whoops, let's get out of this. It really should be something like this. It should actually be a wheel, so it should be C, A, G, E, D. So that what you do is you pick that chord and learn how to do it in all of these shapes. Then what you'll do is do the same thing with an A and learn how to make it in all of those shapes and all the way around. Now I'm going to show you a way that even if you forget everything that I say, I'm going to show you the easiest way to understand that. So let's talk about the caged system. C, A, G, E, D. Let's talk about the A. All right. Here's what happens. This is how you make an A chord. All right. You're going to lay your fingers across those three. That's what makes an A chord. That's a movable chord. If you take that chord and you move it up, and just let's right now. Let's just talk about, let's forget about the F, because the F is really just an E shape. All right. We've gotten out of that. All right. You notice I missed that. And there's also the B. Let's see. Just talk about the F. Well, here, the F and the B. Really, an F is an E shape, and a B is really an A shape. So we don't need to learn those. We just need to learn these shapes. All right, so let's go back. So let's start with this. Right, what we're doing is we're going to learn how to do an A everywhere. Or I'm sorry. What we're going to do is we're going to take an A and we're going to move it up the neck, and we're going to watch what happens. So here's your A, right? You can do this with 3 fingers or 1 finger. I think you should just do it with your 4-finger. Because that gives you your other fingers to do other stuff with. All right. But anyway, there's an A. If you move this thing up to here, it becomes a B, right? It's an A there. Now it becomes a B. There it's a C. There it's a D. Here it's an E. And here it's an F. And there it's a G. All right. It's the same shape. It's an A shape, but it's just simply moving up the neck so that the chords are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So what I want you to do right now is just take that A, count up 2 spaces, and just say out loud A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and just kind of memorize that, because you're not memorizing how to do the chord, you're just memorizing where it is. It's a movable chord. Okay. And what I mean by that, and the slick thing about this is that if you take a D chord, okay, how do you do your D chords? Like this, right? You can really, I kind of diagram it out like that. That's what it is. It's just like an A shape, except you've just moved it over in that direction and you've added this thing. Same thing happens. It's a D, and if you move it up to here, it becomes an E. If you move it up to there, it becomes an F. If you move it up to here, it's a G. Move it up to here, becomes an A, then it's a B, and then it becomes a C. I'll be up there. All right. It's just another, this is what we've done is we've taken the D and we've just moved it up and just moved it up progressively. I want you to be able to do that. You can do that with a C. Just make the C chord. All right. I want you just to walk it up. Here's your C chord. All right. It's like that. It's like that, right? Okay. There's your C chord. And I want you to move this shape. I want you just to move this shape and just walk it. Just watch out for that. There's your C. So just if you just move it up, it'll become a D, and it'll become an E, and it'll become an F, and it'll become a G, and become an A. And now you're kind of seeing why you need to be able to know that. You need to know that scale that I had talked about here. Right? And here's a diagram of it that shows it, because you're walking up, you're doing your C shape, but that finger right there is telling you what the chord is as you move it up. All right? And then I will show you in another lesson. We're going to do it with a C, E, G. Let's see, what did we do? We haven't talked about, we've talked about the C, we talked about the A, we talked about the D. An E shape, just take your E shape, walk it up, do the same thing. With your G, take your G shape and walk it up. Now I'm going to demonstrate it in, actually I'll do a video image of me doing that.